And that's our intro today, folks.
Welcome back.
All right, everybody. This is Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And in this episode, we watched a movie.
Tony found a movie on Netflix.
And we found out that Patrick has no heart.
Yes. No soul whatsoever.
I didn't like it. Sue me.
No
It's called art.
soul.
It's called art.
And it's the eye of the beholder. And in this one, it's my eye. And I behold it.
You're going to have one eye after this is done.
We promised no one was hurt during the filming of this episode.
But afterwards.
We'll kick it off on a positive note. I found a very heartwarming, very sweet movie on Netflix called Nonnas.
Stars Vince Vaughn.
It does star Vince Vaughn.
And Susan Sarandon.
Yep. And Lorraine Bracco.
Yep.
And
Joe Manganiello.
Yep, Joe Manganiello. And a lot of other people.
I want to say he dressed the full part of like a guy from
Like the Bronx or something?
Yeah. That is exactly.
There were a couple of funny parts, and I do like when he's going over there to talk to him about like reworking. He's like, "I got bought this restaurant. I want you to do all the construction on it." And his wife's just like taking off like her tank top, not like fair. She's like,
She's like, I don't want any tan lines.
Yeah. Are we giving the whole neighborhood a show?
What you doing over here? You giving the whole neighborhood a show?
I don't want any tan lines.
Yeah.
Yep. Dre DiMattia.
Yeah.
And who was, she was in The Sopranos. She played Christopher's girlfriend.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how they got that thick accent.
Oh, man.
Years of practice.
Yes. I think actually she's always kind of had that kind of accent. Because I think I've seen her in some interviews, and she doesn't sound
As nasally.
that much of like, from New York, New Jersey
Not
type
like
area.
Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
So,
Bobby!
if you haven't seen the
Who's
movie,
now in charge of SAG? Let's go ahead and just throw that out there.
if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it because again, I have a soul.
It was a very good, like, heartwarming movie.
Yes.
It was.
I
understand that Patrick thought it was slow or just not entertaining for him. I get it. He has to do that because of his contract with Hallmark.
Yes.
Yeah. They do pay me to shit on every other movie.
So let's first start
Hallmark
out with.
contact me. I'm willing to do that.
Let's first start out with the fact that this is based off a true story.
Yeah.
And it was.
I think we've talked about this before. How much of a true story was this?
This seems pretty real because the guy was also in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the post-credit scenes.
Yes. But no, I mean he was in the movie though. He's in a small scene.
Yeah.
He's
He was at the dinner.
he's the first guy that stands up and starts clapping.
Oh,
He's
okay.
at the big dinner. He's like the gray beard.
Oh, okay. Did not clock that.
Yep. So they use his actual real name as the character name that Vince Vaughn plays in the movie, and he opened that place in 2007, and it's still going. So the basic premise of the movie is
And the Capozera.
the Capozella, sheep's head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the sheep head that burnt down the place?
If
It's
you've
still
never
on
had
the menu.
if you've never had sheep's head, I have had it before. I do not like it, but it's an acquired taste. The reason for a little side note, the reason for that dish, why it was created, and they explain in the movie, is
Very poor village.
Yeah,
and
very
they had
poor.
to eat literally everything.
Yeah, they didn't want to waste any part of the animal, so they included the head. That's a common thing. I mean, but Hispanic communities, they cook a whole fish. They eat the head,
Oh,
the
yeah.
eyes,
Yeah.
and everything out. Too,
There's a Scottish dish called haggis. Don't.
Yep.
I think some Mediterranean villages do that too.
Oh yeah.
Or towns.
Well, I mean, think of some places in India eat monkey's brains.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've seen Temple of Doom.
yeah, cracking a monkey brain open.
How much have I?
So the premise of the movie is that Joe is the main character. His mother passes away.
Joe is Vince Vaughn's.
Yes.
Clarify that.
And so his mother passed away. He's kind of just in a stuck lifestyle. He works in a warehouse. It's not that he hates his job, but he's kind of bland now because he misses his mother.
And then Joe Maglione and his wife, they can we want you to do something.
Yeah, because he gets life insurance money from his mother. It's like $200,000.
Yeah.
And so they said, just find something that brings you joy, be happy. And so he goes over to Staten Island. He goes to an old market that his mother and grandma, his Nona, that's what they call grandmothers. And his Nona and his mom used to take him to. And he goes back and he's there. And then as he's walking through, he finds this old rundown restaurant that's been shut down and is for sale. And so he gets a whim that he's going to open it up, and he's going to have real Nonnas, real life grandmas, cook as the chefs. And, but they have to use their
3 Nonnas
family
and a nun.
recipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good TV show.
Yeah, that would be a cool T show.
So
Nonnas and a nun.
So the whole movie is basically, it's building up to him getting it open, getting it ready. But it also has side stories of, he meets his old high school sweetheart who
he did dirty back in high school.
at the prom, yeah. And then
They never really say what happened.
No, he does.
No, he does.
When
When he's
they're having dinner with her?
apologizing,
Oh,
he says he
that's
just
right.
got like super drunk before the prom and didn't go get
him
her.
and his buddies went off to just grab a quick drink, and he's like, time got away from us, and by the time I got back, you were gone. And so he felt horrible about it. But he did make up a new prom for her later on.
That actress is played by the girl from Grandma's Boy and Freaks and Geeks, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
So you got a magical rectangle
Yeah.
right there that you can look
Rectangle.
at. So yeah, that's the premise of the movie, but there's also the side story. that he starts, finding her.
She was also in the Scooby Doo movies.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the other side note is the grandmothers, the Nonnas, who don't know each other. He just kind of puts an ad out on Craigslist. Who's
Well,
this
he
Craig
knew
guy?
he knew 2 of them,
Well, yes.
but like they didn't. I don't think they knew each other.
Yeah,
Well-
I think the two kind of knew each other a little bit. But Susan Sarandon was a good friend of his mother's, and so was Lorraine Bracco's character. And
Yeah, she was hilarious. Who's this Craig bum?
yeah,
He's a bum.
the list of Craig.
List of Craig.
It's not a person.
When the
it's
nun
a
walks
thing.
in, she's like, "Someone told me to come here. Was that Craig Bum?"
Yeah, is it that Craig bum?
And the other woman that
Linda
he gets-
Cardellini. That's the
that girl.
yeah.
And so the other woman is a neighbor of the girl who's his love interest. And so he has her bring her down, and then a nun shows up, or an ex-nun. And so
the nun actually confuses me a little. Did she leave
yes,
to just become a chef? Like, but the day before, she was saying her Hail Marys, and then she said, "You know what? I'm going to go work at this restaurant."
well, she explains why. She said she's like, I wanted to do something different. I felt, she's like, I loved my commitment, but I felt I needed to do something different than my son, or his son's friend, or something,
she's
or
a neighbor's son.
Her neighbor's son,
Follows.
showed her this ad, and she thought it was a calling from God to do this.
Okay.
And
So
she
my
also has
only-
a problem with the fact that she had lesbian tendencies.
Yeah,
and
she was gay.
Yep.
There's a really, believe it or not, one of my favorite scenes is where they're all sitting around doing
In
shots
the hair
of
salon, yeah.
they're doing shots of
Limoncello.
prosecco.
Limoncello. Oh my
Limoncello.
God, she fell in love with some limoncello.
And limoncello, no.
No.
I thought that was probably the best scene in the movie.
I
for
don't
me.
have a hangover because I drank water.
Yeah.
And Vince was like, "Good for you."
But it's fun because they form a bond. The Nonnas form a bond because they all
But
find out. Talk
Go
about
ahead and
their
say it
stories.
did not start out that way.
No.
No. It's
No,
great.
I'm from Spit-
Antonella and the other girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what off the top of my head.
Well, they're sitting in the
her name was.
restaurant and they're like, "I'm from Sicily." I
Yeah.
spit on Sicily. Where
I
are you
spit
from?
on Bologna.
Yeah,
I'm from Bologna. I spit on Bologna.
Don't you spit on
Don't
me?
you spit on me?
I like their fight that they had in the kitchen too. Where she's
Yeah.
like,
So I like the nuns like, oh my God, Joe, you need to stop it. And he's just like, nah, let him work it out.
yeah.
They're both just sitting there, hands crossed in the back, just they'll figure it out.
Throw a tomato at her.
Yeah,
It's
throw a
like,
tomato.
I like how two of them are fighting over the cooking wine, and the nun just brings over like another bottle. Like, you two don't have to do
Right,
this.
yeah.
And they both just pour themselves a glass.
Why not? But it is they find out, but there is a lot of very sweet, heartfelt moments, and it's like when they are in the salon talking to each other and they learn about each other's lives. It's just a nice story, a nice scene. And there are some
Like I said,
tearjerker
I didn't,
moments to it.
like, hate the entire movie, and that was probably my favorite scene of the movie. I will say my favorite joke is when they're all looking at Susan Sarandon and like, "How do you bake with those things?" She's like, "Practice."
Here's a practice.
Yeah.
She's putting on a
She's got like a low-cut V-cut shirt on, and
Well,
these,
no, it's not. It's not low cut. She's definitely wearing a Wonder Bra. But she puts on. It's like, where's an apron? Yeah. And then one of the girls goes, "Yes, please." And she ends up putting it on. And she takes it down below her, and like she goes, "It's an apron, not an evening gown."
Yeah. Every chance an opportunity to look nice.
Yep.
I do remember during like that heartfelt scene, she's like, "No, I didn't have any problem finding men. I just never want to get married. My problem was the women. Like, yeah, they kept their men away from me.
And then the one woman, she's like, if my husband was still alive, God rest his soul, we wouldn't be friends. And then the other one's like, you could take him. Please have him. I would pay you to take him.
It's a real funny moment, and then they're like, well, how did you get those? Well, after the double mastectomy. It's like, why you got to bring down the vibe, man?
Well, because she wanted to let them know that it was there was a purpose for it. You know?
Yeah.
And then the nun had, can I touch them? And she's like,
Yeah.
they're like gummy bears.
Excuse me.
She's like, don't be sorry. They'll be perky forever. But you find out, like, most of them are, like, estranged from their kids, or, you know, the nun had the lesbian feelings, and, you know, she, you know, it was a sin because she believed in God, you know, the Catholic Church, and
She's like, it's so hard to be a part of something that hates you for who you are.
yeah, yep. So it's got a little undertone themes to it, but I like the fact it kind of reminded me a little bit of that movie Chef.
Yeah.
With Vince,
John Favreau.
John Favreau, not Vince Vaughn.
Although
they do
those
work
two
together,
are synonymous.
Yeah, they
at this
work
point.
together a lot. But it's all this cooking and stuff, because I was like, I remember doing like Sunday dinners when I was a kid, and like seeing all the sauces being made and all that stuff, and the gravy. It's always Sunday gravy. And so that was fun to watch, and just looking at it makes you really hungry.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to try goat's head, but that did look delicious. Sheep's head.
That looked delicious.
I'd eat it.
All right. So
Anything that has the potential for arson, I'm in.
all right, we'll get some sheep's head at Applebee's later.
Don't think Capazella's on the menu.
Capizella. I'm from Sicily. We invented the cannoli. The
Oh,
cannoli, what is
big
that?
deal.
It's nothing. What is it? Cream and sugar.
To all of our listeners, what you just heard was 90% of the movie.
Yeah. Yes. The Nonnas in the kitchen just bantering back and forth, and then Vince Vaughn hiding from his boss. That was a funny scene.
Oh, yeah.
He
He's like,
gets
oh, I
back-
think he's over at the docks. No, I
Yeah.
think he's talking to Domingo. And he walks into the warehouse like, dude, where have you been? I've been here for like 3 hours.
Yeah. He's driving a forklift.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, that's lunch. And then they walk off again.
I can't lose this job, but I'm going to be late a lot. She's like, can you keep a secret? But yeah, so the whole movie's leading up to him opening the restaurant. On opening day, there's a big storm, so nobody really shows up except for his friend, who's
Joe Manganiello.
who's part owner. You know, he was investor or gave him money, not part owner. He just gave him.
Well, he
Well,
bought
it
him
was-
out
it
when
was-
the health inspector came in.
Yeah.
He's like, no, here's your money, and I'll get you the rest.
Yeah.
Well, it was more of like he didn't pay for the construction that he did.
Yeah.
Like that was he did all of that pro bono.
And he sold his dad car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a nice car too. But he got it back for
And
him.
that was a cool opening scene too. So the movie opens with young boy Joe, and it's in the 60s, I'm assuming.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And he goes down to the market to get some bread because his Nona was asking him to get some bread
And Zeppelis.
And Zeppelis. And so
Two
he goes,
things of bread and a baker's dozen of Zeppelis.
Yes.
And that he ate half on the walk home.
almost all.
To be fair, that's what I would have done.
Yep.
Zeppelis
Yep.
are amazing.
But it was cool, like getting that kind of, just kind of getting that awe and that ire from him, you know, of him going through, you know, because what happens is he sits down. They're having like some gathering on a Sunday at his mother's
Just Sunday
place.
dinner. That's
Yeah.
normal Sunday Italian days. Friends and family.
Friends and family are over, and he sits down, and his grandmother and his mother, you know, get up, and then it cuts back to him as Vince Vaughn now, where he's still sitting in the house, you know, but now you realize it's his mother's funeral. So
Yep.
it kind of gives you the up vibes.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Yeah.
it's really heartfelt at the beginning, and then and you died.
Yeah, because his grandmother's showing him. She's like, you want to watch Nona make the gravy? And he's sitting there, and he's like, he tastes it, and he's like, it's perfect. She's like, no, you are perfect.
No, you are the perfect.
And he's like, she brings out the bay
She's
leaves,
cutting
and
the noodles. Yeah.
and she brings out the bay leaves. Like, how do you know how much to put in? She's like, you don't. You just
Stop.
you feel
Don't
it.
you make me cry.
You feel it. It's like it's the heart. You know, you put your heart into it.
Damn you, Tony.
Well, just like when he meets the woman at the market, and that's why I also like this interaction with the women. She's like squeezing the tomatoes, and he's like, "Yeah, my Nona used to do that, or my mom and my Nona used to do that too." And she's like, "Well, tomatoes are the heart. If you don't have heart, you have nothing." So it's all those nice little messages. Heart, Patrick.
I watched. I've watched the movie. I'm in full comprehension of everything. I just did not like the movie.
Well, when Joe actually listens to this episode, me
okay.
and Gavin really like
If
it.
Vince Vaughn listens to this and
No,
has
he
a
didn't say
critique,
Vince Vaughn. He said Joe.
The actual Joe.
Joe.
Actual Joe.
Real Joe.
Real Joe.
Real Joe. But yeah, and actually the other fun thing is they say to this day now that Nonnas from around the world come in and cook there. So he gets them all. People from all over. They just show up and they cook, and whether they're there for a
how are
day
you
or a
from
week.
New York and not know about this?
I'm from Long Island. Definitely not Staten Island.
Oh, so he hates place too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. From Staten Island. Pooh.
Spit on Staten
Spit on Staten Island.
Spit on Long Island.
No, don't spit on Long Island. Oh, well, to be fair, every one of his residents do, so that's fine.
Yeah, so there.
All the residents do.
But I like when he's when they first make all their dishes and he's tasting them all. And he's like, the cheese on this. He's like, it's so crisp, but yet it's gooey and just sticks to the piece. I don't know how you did it. He's like that oxtail. He's like that just melts in your mouth. And
I love it. He's like, where the hell did you come from?
And yeah, he looks at the nut. He's like, I can't even look at you.
yeah, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you.
Are you an angel that fell from heaven? Like, no, I was a nun. Like, oh, damn. Like, nail on the head on that one.
So you were.
I mean, the steak. I mean, but the garlic's cooked into it.
That was I've never seen it cooked like that on a skillet. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So was it maybe like was that fennel stick that she put in there maybe?
I'd have to look again.
But it was but like she
I know.
busted up
Remember,
the
one of them was
entire-
like, "Do you want 13 cloves of garlic?" She get that out of here.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's like, "Yeah, ship that to me."
And they make all the sauce, all their gravies, and they have Susan Sarandon taste them. She's got that piece of bread. and
The
she's
one
on-
piece, yeah.
And she's going around and she goes, "Is that your Nonna's recipe?" He's like, "No, I've tried everything. I've tried maple syrup, brown sugar, but I can't find any combination that makes it right."
Okay,
We'll
let's
keep
go
trying.
ahead and. So you all yell at me like, "Oh, I wonder what's going to happen at the end of the Hallmark movie." They set this shit up in this movie too.
100%.
Of course. Of course they did.
So when Vince-
and I was about to bring that up in a heartfelt way.
Yeah.
No. Let's go ahead and demolish this like it should be.
Turn his mic off.
Well, no, it's just something like you could tell from the moment. So Vince Vaughn gets a letter from his mom that was like gifted to him after she passed away, and he doesn't open it because he says if I do that, it's the last thing that I'll remember her by, and I want to keep that memory alive. Once again, sweet moment, boring movie, but sweet moment.
It's not a boring movie.
But at the end of the movie, he opens it up, and it's all of her recipes, and the one that they focus on is her gravy recipe. And you saw that from the second he got that letter.
Let's be clear about this. It's not an M. Night Shyamalan movie where there's supposed to be a massive plot twist that you had no idea was coming.
Why am I getting this shit that you... No, you don't get to do this to me.
I do. I do get to do this because you have no heart in your soul. You have no tomatoes.
You have no tomatoes.
It's a very well written, acted, and directed movie. I just did not like it.
Yes, we got that. We've heard you say that for 18
Well, you keep
minutes.
slamming me. I'm just going to keep repeating that sentence.
It's a great movie.
Boring as fuck.
No, you're boring.
Let him have his opinion.
Yeah,
He can tell.
wrong.
It's
wrong,
It's
but
wrong.
yeah.
Fun fact, before we turned on the mics, Gavin was like, let's just stop all of this until we start recording.
Would the two of y'all shut up because I feel like I'm in the movie? You have a capazelle. Oh, what is that smell? that was the funny, for me, was the funny part. Everybody came in the kitchen. It's like, oh my God, what is that smell? It's the capazelle. Oh, that's what it is.
And then Susan Sarandon comes, just like, oh, thank God, I thought it was me.
Yeah, she's like, I thought it was me.
But no, it is nice. But that was all. Yes, they weren't. It wasn't supposed to be a secret. Like you're supposed to figure out what's in the letter. I mean, we all know what was going to be in that letter.
I'm sure it surprised someone somewhere in the world.
Well, I mean, I think what it was kind of tying into is, the fact that he had this feeling that he wanted to open up that restaurant. And then when he finally opened the letter, that was reassurance to him of he did the right thing. He followed the path he was supposed to.
Yeah, because he said, when he first told his friend and friend's wife about the whole thing.
It's like I'm looking everywhere for this gravy recipe and I can't find it. It's like it's not anywhere.
But he also tells him too. He's like, when he's telling him about buying the restaurant, and he's like, he's like, I'm not getting any younger, and I need to find something. I think this is it. He's like, in my heart, I feel
but they
like
also
this is
said
it.
like we thought you would like pay your mortgage
Yeah,
or buy a car and fix it
Buy
up.
some clothes.
Yeah.
Get a girlfriend.
But you know what I did like too is that banter when he's first showing him the restaurant, and he's like, you're gonna need this, a certificate of occupancy. You're gonna need, construction.
He's
It's
like,
gonna be
these
taken-
walls in here gotta go. This is not gonna be an overnight thing. He's like, thankfully, I have my best friend is a contractor.
Yeah. He's like, no.
no.
You know how much it's gonna cost? He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna bring this up because I never would. He's like, but you know all the times I fixed your father's car out of the goodness of my own heart. He's like, oh, that's not bringing it up. He's like, no, I'm just using it as a reference. You need a car fixed. I fix cars. He's like, see, I did that for you.
I need a restaurant. You fix restaurants.
I liked it after they had their tiff, and he goes back over to make up with him. His Joe Manganiello's wife tells him, he sold his dad's car. He's like, what would you not being involved in this conversation look like? I would like to see that. And she's like, you guys, you two go in there, you talk it out. I'm not getting involved. And then she comes in what if this is you not getting involved? What is you not?
What is you getting involved?
I want to see what you getting involved is.
But they make up. They shake hands. They love each other. They apologize. I do like how he opens the dialogue, though. He's like, a lot of this is because of you. And it almost kind of reminded me a little like like more of a not angry, but more of like a mundane way of how he acted in like Couples Retreat or something.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like
Kind of
rapid fire kind of.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this, it's a lot because of you, but I'm willing to pass it, and we can move on. And maybe there were some things I could have said.
Yeah, there was no, and he's probably trying to get away from that in his movies now. But there was no like line banter of him like straining on 18 lines of just dialogue.
Yeah, he cut it back
fire.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like I do like the whole thing also when he's getting everybody to be involved, and he's talking to his mother's friend, and he's at the nursing home. And he's going through. It's like, what would I do? I'm a 73. He's like, I'm done with being happy. And he's like, well, it's just, I miss my mother. God rest her soul. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, God rest her soul.
You hitting the Catholic guilt on me now?
Learn from the best.
Yeah. that whole scene too of her like fighting with the guy in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing in here but what she's like
lunch meat and
ketchup and lunch meat.
Yeah.
And he's like he brings the glass over. No, look, this is good quality stuff. It's like, you're trying to kill me.
Just throwing noodles at him.
Yeah, just throwing noodles at him.
And then when he's getting Susan Sarandon involved to be the pastry chef, and she's like, no, Joe, I can't do this. I own this place. And he's like, but you love cooking. You love making desserts. This and that. He's like, I'm not going to say no, Frank. I'll see you on Monday. She's like, you are so manipulative.
And the woman in her chair is like, we're too old to start over. Just go fucking do it.
Yeah. But I will say overall, like
real quick, when she's first making the cannolis, all the women in the kitchen are just like looking at her because she's basically just looking at her boobs and just stirring the pastry. And they're like, what the hell?
All you see is her in the corner going like this, and her boobs are just popping up.
And that's when they're like, come taste the sauce. Stop doing that.
They're like, would you just come? Yes, please taste the gravy.
Yeah. Be our taster.
Because she's bent over and like that's all you can see. It was like her guy. Like, all right, I come up too far.
So the best line is like, how do you bake with those? Years of practice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got to practice. Practice makes perfect.
That's right.
Practice makes permanent, but that's a different conversation.
But aside from, I think everybody's acting was very good. I was extremely impressed with Vince Vaughn's acting in this movie because it was a Vince Vaughn that was completely different, at least for me, than any other movie that I've seen him in.
Yeah, it's labeled as a comedy, but he was doing a real serious job. It was very little Vince Vaughn comedy going on in this movie.
Well, I think they were trying to let the ladies carry it more.
Yeah,
more of him.
And they did.
And they did. Yes, they did. Yeah. That was some of the best scenes. Was just like the
Nonnas in the kitchen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout the whole movie, it was just like when he's. I guess the other serious one, which I wasn't a fan of because it was a remake, is when he redid Psycho, and he played that like kind of
I never saw
Norman Bates. Yeah, that was
early.
I never saw the remake of that one.
Yeah, that one I wouldn't bother because again,
And he was, people sleep on this, but the second Jurassic Park,
yeah,
Oh yeah, I actually like that one.
I liked it too. But I'm just people sleep on it, don't really remember him being in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
because he wasn't.
He was the wartime
he was a little bit of
photographer.
yeah, he was a little bit of. He had a little bit of comedy, but it's a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think what really did that movie is the third act is basically King Kong in San Francisco.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, really?
Yeah.
That movie came out in '48. You're doing this again?
Yeah. Well, and he did that movie, Return to Paradise, which is actually a very good movie. Yes, it's a very good movie, just like this one. But he plays.
Never seen Return to Paradise, but I have my own thoughts on this movie.
I'll tell you about it offline. Well, no, I'll tell you real quick. The Return to Paradise, him and his two friends are overseas. I can't remember if they're like in the Philippines or something, just a vacationing. So they're on the beach living life.
Oh, is this the one where one of them goes to prison and the other three
yeah,
go
Joaquin
back?
Phoenix gets arrested for having hashish on him because he's going to stay and work for the not the Peace Corps or something, but to save the gorillas or something.
Yeah.
And he gets caught with all their hashish because he's like, "Do you guys want any of this?" He's like, "Oh no, you keep it," because they're leaving early because he's going to stay. And then by their law, it's like punishable by death.
Yeah.
And he's a limo driver back home, and what you don't find out till later, his sister, Joaquin Phoenix's sister, the guy who's in prison, and she doesn't tell him this right away, but she's finding him and his friend to convince them to go back because the rule is like he's been there for X amount of time.
And if they go back and serve the rest,
he won't get killed.
Yeah.
And then he'll be let free, and then they just serve the equal amount of time there.
Heard of this movie, never seen it.
Yeah, it's really good, but his role was very serious in this one too. But with this movie, with Nonnas, he had that he really portrayed that inner sadness. Like you could see his sadness in everything he was doing.
But there was also a lot of he was very charismatic in a lot of his scenes too, which I got real Fred Claus, not comedy wise, but like the charisma that he was giving off. I kind of got those vibes from. He was just more actual serious. He wasn't trying to swindle James Gandolfini out of $10,000.
50.
Yeah, 50,000.
50.
Yeah.
But
Merry Christmas. Now I'm giving you $10,000.
yeah, $5,000. Merry Christmas. Feels good to give back.
What?
Gotta let
Wait.
people know.
Now you're 10, 50. Whoa, Fred.
But yeah, no, it was overall I'd say I really enjoyed it. And then they do the flashback scenes of him as a kid, in certain scenes when he's
Going
doing
to the
stuff.
Nonnas dinner and everything.
And then finally, when he does that gravy. But I do like when in that scene that you said was obvious, when he's opening up the envelope and reading it, there is that one moment that was the best part to me. It was he's just reading it, but he does that kind of stuttered cry.
Yeah, he
for a
chokes out.
second. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's really like that seemed like I don't know if he went into a memory of his and used that, but because they say a lot of actors find some kind of past or experience that they draw from to create this emotion. I'm like, that looked about as real as it could get right there.
I heard some of them pluck out an eyebrow just before the scene starts.
They might do that.
Yeah.
Ow!
That'll fucking hurt.
Just slap me right in the nose.
Gavin, are you ready? Wait. Why is your makeup? Get rid of the blood.
Yeah, right.
But what they don't tell you in the movie is, so like we said, it doesn't kick off. And it goes on for about a month. And he, aside from a couple of friends or relatives that show up, which you don't see, they just say that.
Yeah.
It's
We've
basically
had no
empty every
customers
night.
outside of friends and relatives.
Yeah. And so it's been dead, and he really wanted it to work, but he realized he's kind of running out of money. And he's still paying the women. They're like, they didn't want it. But he's like, no, you work. You get a paycheck every 2 weeks. But he finally tells them, we have to shut down. And they make that the one makes a statement, just like all this food's going to go to waste, and he's like, well, we'll invite all our friends and relatives, have a big Sunday dinner, and so they all come. And before that, though, he goes and reaches out. He's been emailing a food critic,
and then he goes to
repeatedly.
Boris from Royal Pains.
Yeah, and
if you've ever seen that show, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, and he's been emailing this food critic, and he's not getting responses, so he goes and finds him. And it's
in his studio.
Yeah, and
last I checked, anchors have their own office. I don't know if I would be doing my edits on the news desk.
Why not?
Also, I want to know how much Grubhub paid to be in the movie.
Oh, so
because
much.
That was he's carrying a Grubhub bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, is he actually delivering? Or
Yeah.
And it was, but it was food from his restaurant.
Yeah, and so
I recently watched Deep Impact, and when I first saw it in theaters, I didn't notice this, but I was watching this on Tubi, and I was like, product placement. How much fucking money did this movie cost? Like you needed every AAA fucking company to like the earth is gonna end, but you know what? In this time when I need something refreshing, I drink some Pepsi.
Well, they always say it's not always do you have to pay for that stuff, as long as you're not negative about it.
Right.
So if you're using it in a positive way,
and I still like Wayne's World, where he's like,
Oh, yeah.
we will not bow to corporate sponsors. We have Doritos, New print, little, yellow, different.
I'm in Delaware.
So
that would be them talking shit about Delaware.
yeah, that's a fair statement.
You know what, Delaware governor, get in touch. Did you guys pay for that scene?
So the point of when he goes to see the critic, who's supposed to be this well-known critic, he can make or break places. And he goes to see him. He basically tells him,
Fuck off.
He's basically begging him, can you please just come? You don't just try it. And he's like, whatever you write. And he tells him he's been like he's backlogged. He's like, usually it's so much time out.
And then he only reviews restaurants in Manhattan, and he's on Staten Island.
Yeah. And so he leaves. Vince Vaughn leaves. But what he didn't
Dejected.
realize was that he
Spoilers,
had
by the way.
said somebody else.
But to be fair, we spoiled the shit out of this movie already.
Yeah.
Well, it came out on Mother's Day in past year, 2025. So
Oh, really?
it's been out for a
I
little
thought
bit.
it just came out.
Yeah, no, it came out on Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
What better time to put a movie called Nonnas out than on
Yeah.
Mother's Day?
Yeah, sure.
But so he goes, and what he didn't realize is that this critic has one of his other people that he knows to go out and do that, and she was at the big Sunday dinner.
But you
thing.
also there's a flashback of him trying the meal on his anchor desk.
Yeah.
That's
But it was just actually like whatever.
Yeah,
it
he
is,
just-
almost
he
like
just
dough.
gives that-
something like that.
He does that it's kind of smirk.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, spoilers, he writes a rave review about this restaurant.
Well, the assistant,
assistant,
does,
yeah.
or not assistant, whatever she was, but
PA
he's like-
probably.
but he's in the paper because he shuts the doors after this. He's closing up. He's going to sell it, but then his friend and his wife come over with a newspaper, and it's got a raving review about the restaurant, and so then it becomes a thing, and it blows up, and it cuts back to him
He
at the
leaves his
restaurant.
transit job.
Yep, and he's doing that full time, and everything's busy, super busy, and then.
It's been open for 15 years.
Yeah, but that is the ultimate, like the real heartfelt scene is at that end of that dinner when they first have the Sunday dinner,
Oh, they all
and he
stand
goes
up
in the
and
back.
clap.
Yeah,
for
because
the
they're
women.
like having wine in the back. They're like, our Nonas would be proud, and then he comes back and he has a serious look. He's like, "Excuse me, ladies, can you come out here for a second?" And one's like, "What'd we do?" And then they just stand out there, and then everybody gets up and is just cheering for him, and
then looks back up there and he sees his mom and Nona
Yep.
sitting over there.
Yep.
But it was nice because
Yeah, the force ghosts of his mom and grandma
Yeah,
showed
yes.
up.
well, you keep seeing him throughout the whole thing, and it's always the picture of them when he was a kid. He remembers
yeah,
them
yeah.
from that picture.
Yeah.
But it's nice because throughout the movie, these women, like I said, they have different lives, different estrangements, or nobody in their life, and they feel like they have no purpose anymore, but they don't matter. Even when they get into a fight, when he's about to tell them that they're going to close it, he's gone for a while. They're trying to figure out where he's at, and she's like, he's going to shut it down. Nobody cares about us. Nobody cares about our stories, about our
Doesn't
food.
that
and-
whole I hope he's not unconscious in a gutter
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like
That's
that?
the nun.
Yeah.
She's like, I know what you're doing and stop it.
And they all get into a fight because then, his mom's friend was like, I matter. This is important. This matters. And, but then when they're all clapping for him, they're all holding hands. You can tell, and again, going back to the acting in their faces, they found like they have purpose.
Right.
And it's very sweet. It's very heartfelt.
Agreed.
Very sweet.
I'm not disagreeing with you on most of these points. I just did not like the
I
film.
know. But yes, I'll say this. It's not the fastest paced movie in the world. It's
No.
not like Gone in 60 Seconds.
I think labeling it a comedy is a mistake. It had comedic moments, but I would say this is more drama.
It would be a dramedy
Yeah.
if you want to
Yeah.
say it that way, because when they do play it in the trailer of it, it does show more of the funny parts of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there's way more serious moments
Oh,
than
yeah.
there is comedic.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's about somebody's mother dying,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to live her
Yes.
memory out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
This guy over here.
Once
The
again,
Capozel.
it's gonna be a long time till I'm not done hearing about this.
I'm gonna wait I'm gonna come in when someone's ordered some nasty smelling food. Like, oh my God, is that your food or me?
Thank God, I thought it was me. But yes, it's again based off a true story, and they say it's still running to this day, and they still have Capacella's still on the menu.
Still on the menu.
It's still on the menu.
I do like when the post credits scene. They're like, and Joe still comes in, but he doesn't pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it would be fun to actually, if you're ever up north and you're near that area, to go to Staten Island to check that place out.
I mean, I want to go now.
Yeah, we gotta get plane tickets.
We can write that off though, right?
Yeah.
If we do an episode from the restaurant,
If we do an episode in New York,
Yeah. On the plane.
yeah, coming to you live from. Sir, we're gonna need you to put that down.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
we do know a couple of filmmakers in that part of the world.
Yeah, there's some people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we should
see when
actually
Darwin's gonna be up there.
we should actually see what reach
Steve
out
Wilbur
to
and-
Anthony.
No, Steve Wilbur and Cardi B, they're up there.
Yeah.
Not the Caddy Boy, not Cardi B. There's a difference in levels of music composing.
Thaddeus.
Yeah.
But Anthony's up there. Valdez is the friend that we went to dinner with.
Yeah.
That went out with Doug and them. And he's in the restaurant business, and he's in
That's
New York,
right.
so we should see if he knows about that place.
Yeah.
And he's Italian, so
He is Italian.
nice guy.
I don't know. I didn't go to dinner.
I know.
Yeah, I got a
You missed a good dinner.
Yeah, that was
I got
fun.
an unbelievably compressed and grainy video about 10 minutes into dinner.
It was a good dinner. It's a fun
They
time.
had a band coming through the street that night.
Yep.
It was fun. Almost
Oh
felt
yeah,
like
we
New
saw them
Orleans.
like the next night. There was like a marching band. They were just walking around
Yep.
all like First Avenue South and Central.
Yep. And a lot of views. It's a
Yeah.
lot of views, a lot of
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
to see.
A lot of neck snaps.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to see out there.
Rubbernecking.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's goddamn delightful.
Delicious. So yeah, that's Nonnas, man.
It was
Watch
good.
the movie.
Like, yeah. You
Now,
know,
is it an Academy Award winner? No.
No,
You know,
no.
is it? I wouldn't say it's going to go to the Oscar. I mean, it's a Netflix movie, so most Netflix movies aren't going to be.
No.
if you want to
Put to
sit
the
at your
Oscars.
house with a bottle of wine and sob on your couch.
Yes.
It's not a guy cry movie. Do not listen to Gavin.
or if you want to be making a Sunday gravy or any kind of meal,
Yeah.
that's a good one to have on in the
It's a
background.
good movie to have on in the background while you cook.
Yeah.
If it's a rainy Sunday afternoon and your girlfriend is bored and she wants to watch something sappy, put it on. But if you have control of the remote, put on John Wick.
Because that's a guy cry movie.
John Wick 18.
Give that to me now. Like, why am I waiting so long for John Wick 5? Which Keanu Reeves is in, so
Ballerina was decent.
it was all right. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to hate everything else lately today. I mean, why not? Let's talk
I
about
don't like one movie.
the sweetest movie of 2025, and he completely hated it.
You know what? I'm just going to go home, print out the entire script to My Dinner with Andre, and use it as toilet paper. And send that as a photo to you.
Wow. Wow.
And wow, would you look at the time?
So,
We still got 20 minutes.
yeah, I know. So I'm glad we do. Let's talk about this for a minute.
It's not hell, but you can see it from there.
Because you think you're like insulting me, but you're insulting great actors and great writers and great directors when you say My Dinner with Andre.
I've never actually seen it. I just know Sean Wallace is involved.
But now he's got an opinion about it.
I just know it's your favorite movie.
It's not my favorite movie. It's just it's a movie where two guys are sitting at dinner and just talking, but it's a very intellectual talk, so you might not follow it.
Oh, I don't. Oh, 100%.
They get into existentialism and
I
philosophy.
passed out in the first act.
Yeah.
Every time Sean Wallace opens his mouth, it's da 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 da.
Circus music.
I understood when they ordered a salad.
I understood Sean Wallace walking into frame. Like, ooh, Princess Bride. You know what's a better movie? Princess Bride. I'm gonna go watch that.
Well, I mean, you could watch that other one that I told you about. You saw me watching last week, The Long Game.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Dude,
I saw 20, 15 minutes of it.
About 15.
Yeah,
The last 15.
yeah,
The end of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We saw the end of it. So the movie is now spoiled for me, but the ending was really good. I did enjoy that. I thought it was good, from what I saw.
It's not a fast-paced movie, though.
No, it does, but neither is The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Or the greatest game.
Yeah. Or Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Eh, Tin Cup doesn't really drag on.
No. He does play golf with a shovel.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Caddyshack ain't slow.
Caddyshack ain't slow.
Happy
No,
Gilmore's not slow.
Nope. And that's all the golf movies we have today. Anyway.
Yes. I think that's all that are in existence.
Yeah, I think
to be
that's all
honest
that
with you.
exists. We've seen them all.
Yeah, they do need to make more golf movies.
They have a couple of them, but they're like British. And they're like, from Scotland and that kind of how.
Yeah.
Like the game was invented and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Not the
Robin Williams
Not the
version.
Robin Williams.
Not the Robin Williams version.
I got a game for you. I'll put ball in a gopher hole.
It's like, oh, that's why we'll call it a stroke, because that's what it feels like you're having every time you swing the club. Oh, you do this one time? 18 fucking times!
We're gonna put it hundreds of yards away.
We're gonna put a little flag to give you hope.
They're gonna put a pool and a sandbox. You have to fuck with your ball some more. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Yes.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
You using Catholic guilt on me?
Hey, I learned from the best.
Nonnas.
Oh man, it makes me miss my Nonnas.
Yeah. Makes me miss my, we'd go to my grandmother's on Sunday, usually after church, and she'd have whatever was left over from breakfast sitting out, and then making, if she had done ham that week, she was making probably a pot of green beans with the bone in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And there was always mac and cheese and mashed potatoes, and we didn't have, so she had her own garden, but we didn't have pickles. What we did was, it was the cucumber part, and she just had them sitting in salt and vinegar on the table, cut in a little bowl. And that's like what my Sundays were. Sunday gravy also, but it was American style with mostly sausage from breakfast, like broken up in there, and we'd have biscuits or crescent rolls. Not full on croissant, because if you pull it out of a crescent roll, it's a little bit different from the fresh as the baguette.
Made from the berry of pills.
Yes, yes it was.
So when I was a kid, my grandma took care of me after school. And so I would just go there until my mom got off work and she'd pick me up. And every now and again, she's like, all right, Patrick, come on, we got to go. But I was like, well, Mom, Grandma's making Hungarian goulash and spetzels. She's like, oh, okay, we can hang out for a little bit. It was, if she even, like, this was before cell phones, but if word got around that my grandma was making her homemade spetzels and Hungarian goulash, everybody in the family, my cousins from 45 minutes away were driving into this house to have it. It was the greatest. I still have the recipe at home. I've only made it like twice. Only fucked it up once, so I'm at a 50-50 percentage rate right now. So I'm feeling good. But the one thing I do love is she would always put in like 5 bay leaves into the goulash. And she said, if you find the bay leaf, you get a nickel. I don't know if she planned it this way, but I always found a bay leaf. I thought it was amazing. It was like I'm the luckiest kid in the world because I got a nickel.
It would just suck if you found it by choking on it.
Yeah,
Here's your nickel.
it's like he just comes and slaps you out. That's back.
You're gonna need it for that ER visit.
Yeah.
To pay for. You got,
This is 1995, so that might actually pay the bill.
This is your ambulance ride.
look, that's a bay leaf, so that could actually literally stick to the back
Yeah,
of your throat.
could.
And that would be the worst thing ever.
Oof,
Be like,
ouch.
Oh yeah, those
Little
stems
mini
were
stem.
tough.
Yeah, they were.
you trying to reach into your
Yeah,
mouth.
my gag reflex is already like tingling from that.
I found the bay leaf.
Where's my nickel?
Patrick won.
He's turning blue.
Yeah.
Do you have any Nona dinner stories, Tony?
Yeah. Because you are,
plenty of
the
them.
only one out of the 3 of us that is Italian.
I know. No, I've got a lot. So my mother did Sunday gravy because my Italian grandmother, my Sicilian grandmother, she lived in Jersey, so I didn't really see her that much. I went up there to see her a few times, but I will say when I did see her, she was your traditional New Jersey Italian or Sicilian Italian grandmother, and
Spit on Sicily.
Yeah. Oh, she would smack you. She was not a big woman, but she kind of looked. My grandmother on my father's side looked very much like Tommy's mom in Goodfellas when they go to her house. late at night.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's what my grandmother kind of looked like almost identical. Same big glasses, kind of the same sound, but I would go over there, and this is like she's making breakfast starting at like 3 or 4 in the morning. But then while you're eating breakfast, dinner is being made. And how dinner went was, let me see if I remember it all, because I didn't. I was a young kid, so I didn't always eat a lot. Like I couldn't, but it was a lot. And it started out, and there was like an antipasto, and then there was pasta, and then with pasta you had the gravy, which had the pork, how I make it, the pork rib, the Italian sausage, and the meatballs, all in there. Then there was also soup, and then there was like a lasagna or a baked ziti on top of the other stuff, and then there was a roast. That was a flat roast that was rolled and tied up, but inside had all the vegetables in it, and that was the last portion of the meal. But like after the soup and the antipasto salad, I really was full. And then all this other stuff's coming out. It's like, no, you got to eat a little bit after.
And then I bet she handed you like 30 Tupperware containers, like, here's your dinner.
Right? Yeah.
But she cooked. But I mean, that's what it was like, though. I mean, she would cook and cook and cook. Never do an Italian Thanksgiving. I highly recommend not doing that if you don't want to feel like death. It's very good, but it'll kill you if you
have all the carbs for your entire year.
Yeah. You will gain 72 pounds.
Sign me up.
On that one day. And it only in a matter of a few hours. But no, those were really good.
Like Al Bundy on the couch, pops his butt, he's like,
I will say, my aunt, by marriage, her parents were from Sicily. I met them a few times. Didn't speak a whole lot of English, but she spoke fluent Italian. And I was like, Aunt Joe, what did they say? Like, you're good. I'm like, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but she inherited their cooking techniques. And the only time I will ever eat eggplant when it's in her eggplant lasagna. It is one of the best things I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, yeah, eggplant's really good if it's cooked properly.
Yeah.
You have to do it right. I've been to places where if I go to a restaurant, someone says you got to try the eggplant. I will only do it if I get multiple recommendations from people. It's kind of like veal. I love veal, but veal has to be properly
marinated,
cooked.
Yeah.
And so not all restaurants cook it right, and it's just like, And if you're gonna spend that kind of money for veal, it better be cooked right.
That's why I've always loved Three Birds, because they have
I've been
the
to
best
Three Birds and
lamb
God know how.
shepherd's pie that I've had there.
Oh,
Okay.
There was another place that was downtown St. Pete.
I think Three Birds is like right on the city limit of downtown St.
Well,
Pete.
no, but I mean, this was like in downtown. It was,
Okay. I was like, Three Birds is at like Fifth Avenue North.
It was an Irish place that's gone now. I think it's where I want to say it was where Saigon Blonde is.
Oh, okay.
But it was like I think it was called Crowley's, maybe.
Sounds familiar. Couldn't really tell you.
But yeah, downtown has changed so much now.
Have you ever been to the one in towards downtown Clearwater on Fort Harrison? It's like right near the hospital. What's it called?
Publix over there.
No. There's an Irish place down there. It's actually really good. I want to say it's not O'Keefe's. Maybe it's O'Keefe's. I'll find out the name for you. To let you know. But it's right off Fort Harrison, like right on there, and it's like I said, closer to downtown, or what you consider downtown. Clearwater really doesn't have much of a downtown anymore.
Here's to our
downtown is a transition to Clearwater Beach. That's all that's there for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be a nice downtown. Like there used to be restaurants and clubs and bars and stuff all
I
down
used to
there.
hang out at the Starbucks at the corner of Fort Harrison and Coachman Park, the road that goes on to the Memorial Causeway.
Yeah.
We would go there like all the time, just drink like a cup of Starbucks. But since the Floridian Hotel is owned by Scientologists, you could see those flag buses just take that 90-degree turn at like 50. It was like the funniest thing in the world.
So try some shepherd's pie.
Yeah. The shepherd's pie there at Three Birds is awesome.
Yep.
I haven't been there in God knows how long.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
72 years.
That and the 4th Street Shrimp Store.
That one I don't even know of.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, best fried clams.
Allergic to shellfish.
You don't have to have that, but they got like good seafood, like real good.
Allergic to ocean.
You don't
Shellfish
eat
and
fish.
whitefish. No, I can't
Oh, you
eat
can't
fish.
have fish.
No.
Oh, okay. I knew it was shrimp and yeah.
No, it's shellfish and whitefish.
And whitefish. Okay.
I know what to make them for dinner.
So don't go, Patrick. Do not go. They also have fried gator, but anyway.
Oh, I do like fried gator, but not if it's cooked in the same fryer as all the stuff I'm allergic to.
It's probably it.
Mostly, they don't have their own gator fryer.
Yeah. This is strictly for Patrick Fryer.
This is only for gator. We don't mix any other meats in here except gator.
What you gonna do? You gonna go down there by that water. You put your hand in there, and if that water wet, there's gator in there.
Like that time I played golf and the ball
Yes.
landed on the beach, and I was like, "Oh, that's an 8-foot-long dinosaur. That's their ball. I'm gonna take the drop."
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm gonna drop way over here
Yeah.
too.
It probably thinks it's one of its eggs and just like picked it up and walked into the pond.
After I saw what they did to Chubbs' hand.
Damn, that alligator bit my hand up. Oh my
And
They
god.
wouldn't let you on the tour because you're black? No. Alligator bit my hand off.
And I'm not bold enough like Adam Sandler to go in there and fight it with a golf club.
Oh, come on, dude.
Well, I mean, that was an inflatable one, but anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Eminem did it, and it was as eight gators.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
I'd rather
You'll be all
fight Bob Barker,
right. That'd be a little hard to do now, but
but it'd be an easy fight.
wow. I don't think it would.
I'd still get my ass kicked.
Yeah. Price is wrong.
You chose poorly.
So we got a few minutes left, but yeah, Nonnas, man, watch it.
Yeah,
Watch
it is
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Give it a watch, and
I know.
right into the show. Talk to us about.
Let me know
about your
why I'm
Sunday
wrong.
dinner.
Yes.
Talk to Patrick about why his soul left his body for
Yes.
whatever reason during those 90 minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
I know a lot of us signed back up for Netflix for Stranger Things, and that subscription doesn't end until January 31st, so you have no excuse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. What he said. And The West Wing's now available on Netflix too.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that shit.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the West Wing.
But no, check it out. Definitely, like I said, always if you're in the mood to do some cooking in the background or get some ideas for cooking, you'll see a lot of.
Maybe
good
that
food
was
there.
my problem. I wasn't hungry when I watched that movie.
That's so. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have watched it at Applebee's today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching it happen.
As you're eating your cheeseburger, chili mac, or whatever.
Mac
it is.
and burger.
It's the Big O mac and cheese.
Big O Mac?
Yeah.
Big old mac.
It's a bacon cheeseburger, but the mac and cheese is in like a sauce on the tray that you like dip it into.
I think,
This will not be on the menu for long, but I'm willing to put my heart and cholesterol on the
I
line
think
for
the
it.
one that engine number 9 is like the Mac Daddy burger.
Oh, God. Another place I haven't been to.
That
God
one, and
knows.
the heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's a place
I
in
could never
Countryside.
finish the full burger. It is massive, and it's what's so good about it, and it's also the bad part about it is they put a fried egg on top of it, so you bite into it, and the egg just runs
Oh, it's
everywhere.
like the Royal Red Robin.
Yeah, right.
There's a place in Countryside called Mongo Burger, which is like build your own half-pound burger. Like it comes out to like 10, depending on how many. Like they're like, here's your burger. Here's the list of you can put on it.
If you folks can't tell, it is definitely lunchtime.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was thinking in about 3.5 months we could check out that Irish place.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be in St. Pete in
That's-
about 3.5 months.
Yeah, that's true. For just sunscreen.
Yeah.
I keep getting those emails. I know it's coming up.
It's coming. It's coming, man. But yeah, so we are about out of time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Those of us with souls and those of us without souls. But yeah,
I'll buy it
check
back
out.
from the devil.
Yeah.
I hear he's really into fiddle contests.
Yeah. But stick with us. For the coming weeks. More topics, more fun things. We may have a couple interviews coming up. I'll talk to you guys about that offline. And
Sounds
once
good to
we
me.
know for sure, we will let you guys know. But until then, for Movie Talks and Show, we are your hosts. I'm Tony Serrano.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I am soulless. I mean Patrick Wall.
The Capital.
Capital.
All right, guys, take care.